Hello, welcome to Illustrator Jones. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe and give it a like. Thank you ever so much for watching. I wanted to show you something different today. Not just me inking in things, but how I try to fix images that I'm not happy with. This one, I'm happy with the majority of it, but I'm not happy with his face. So I was going to show you what I do to, because this is just a sketchbook, it doesn't really matter. You wouldn't do this, I suppose, with a piece of proper artwork. But how I want to fix that face there. So here we go. Now, I normally sketch on paper that I bought from Tesco, I think it is, for a few pound a packet for 500 sheets. But there's this other stuff which is slightly thicker. Just if you can see that one, you can see the difference. You can see through that one, not so much that one, because this is a thicker. I think this is 125 GSM, and this is about, I think it's about 80 GSM. So I don't know which one to use yet, whether to use the thick one or the thin one. Anyway, first of all, what I'm going to try and do is get a pencil. That would be a really good idea. And as it happens, I've got one. Yeah. Sad to start it. Anyway, here we go. What I want to do is get rid of that blinking head there. It's horrible. So if I can just about see through that paper because it's quite thin, and if I make a little shape around it, that's what I'm going to put that onto there. I'm going to replace it. So this gives me, I can't really see through that. This gives me an idea of the size that I want. What I could do now is get a black pen. Too thin. Oh, that's a bit too thin as well. Right, let's see if I can make a dark line around that one. That's like that. I was wondering if I could see that through it. Not really. Okay. So I've kind of ruined that now. Never mind. So I need to redo the head, but I'm not too sure what design I want. Can you see the original one still? Yeah. I think you can a little bit. Yeah, something different now. General shaping for the eyes. Yeah, I'm going to do that again, I think, with pencil. I thought I could see the ink through the other sheet of paper, but I can't. So, thing is, you can do as many of these as you like, really. You know, if you're not happy with them. Just to give you the overall dimensions of the head you want to put in. So, I just thought if I put his eye line down here, that'd make him look a bit more interesting. So, make him angry looking. Giving him a big forehead now. There's a good chance this one's not going to work. He looks slightly drunk now, doesn't he? I don't know what that is. Oh dear, that's terrible. Oh, I tell you what I could do is give him some bull's horns. Make him look a bit more imposing. Don't know if that's even worked. Give him a big thick neck. This is as bad as the other drawing, the original one. That's no better, is it? That's just awful. Okay, try again. This is the trial and error. This is what, sometimes I think, oh, do you want to see the sketching side of me doing drawings? And then I think to myself, no, you don't want to see me go back and forth, trying to refine the design. I don't know what to do. Nothing's coming to mind today. Let's just see, really. Usually if I don't think, I just do. Don't think, just do. Does sound like a Yoda quotation, doesn't it? Yeah, he's not. That's just as bad as the other one. No, maybe I can't do it today. Sometimes, some days you have. I try and tell my daughter this. She gets so frustrated sometimes with her drawings and things. I said, well, some days it just doesn't work. It just doesn't happen. And you just gotta. It looks a bit like a big fat Darth Maul now, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't like that one. Okay. You see, what I'll do eventually is I'll cut this out with a craft knife, and I'll just glue it in to the page. So I've got to do it again. I might go through several of these, but I don't know if this is interesting to you. Let me know if it is. If it isn't, let me know. I won't do it again. I was just trying to give the idea that if you do a drawing and you're really happy, or you, like I am, reasonably happy with some of it, and some of it you don't like, change it, and don't be afraid to grab a piece of paper, cut it out and stick it in there. You could do this with a computer, I suppose. You could scan it in, scan the head in, cut it out on the computer and then paste it over, and nobody would know. But this is a sketchbook. And like Bill Making Stuff says, it's just a sketchbook. Don't worry. And I've done it in the book before, and when I painted over it, you wouldn't know it was there, to be honest. Right, okay, let's... I'm going to start with good intentions there. Yeah, I draw the same thing. Let's give him a bigger mouth. Make him look at R. This is going the same way. Not happy with this one either. Oh, I don't know. Not sure yet. We'll see. like his eyes very much. This is his neck now. I'm trying to draw his neck. Is that looking like the original draw? It is a bit. I don't know. Maybe I can't draw today. Maybe it's just not going to happen. And if that's the case, it's just like, okay. Do I show that on the video? Do I put the failures as well as the not so failures? Do I put that on there as well? I don't know. This kind of problem can sometimes sap all the joy out of the drawing and you end up getting frustrated with it and nothing's working. I don't know. It's a bit too big anyway, isn't it? I think I've drawn the circle too big. Can I see that underneath there? I can just about see it. I think I've drawn that too big. Yeah, I have. It's a lot smaller. I tell you what, this might work. There's an idea. I have a circular thing here. Now if I put that there, that's the biggest hole. Yeah. That's going to give me a rough idea of the size I want. I hadn't thought of that before, and plus I don't have to keep trying to trace out the book. I can just go back and forth. That's pretty accurate, that one. The size of these are way off. Way off. Okay. I'm trying to think. Let's just... Oh, I suppose I could put him in a helmet of some sort. Just trying to get where the bits and pieces are. It takes ages to do this kind of thing. Not happy with these eyes. Why am I doing eyes like that? It's basically the same drawing, isn't it? His chin's a bit different. Ooh, isn't it funny when you get tied to something in your brain and you can't get free from it? I see, I want to draw the same ears and everything. Oh, no, not too bad. Yeah, I think that's getting there slowly. I suppose it's, you know, in my mind I'm drawing a Rancor from Star Wars. But I don't want to sit there and draw a Rancor, although that would be nice actually. Hey, that would be a good idea, draw a Rancor. I haven't drawn one of them before. Ooh, that'd be good. There you go, there's your next sketch in your book. Okay, that's a bit better than it was. A bit cooler looking. Don't know what to do for his ears though. I suppose I could give him some sort of helmet maybe? I don't know. Or maybe just as like a skull cap kind of thing. Don't know. I quite like that one. I think that's better than the original one. The original one, I jutted out the jaw below him. Here, and I don't like that at all. I don't like the eyes either. But he's slightly different. This one, he's a bit. We could still give him horns, couldn't we? Yeah, that's true. I've drawn that there, that circle there. If you can imagine, you can see through his skull, and you can see these horns that are coming up. Oh, tell you what, let's rub him out. Give me a bit more room. If you think this is alright, this kind of video, if you like it, please can you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you think it's any good. And also, I've got a Patreon page now. If you'd like to support me so I can do more of these videos on a regular scale. That's alright. That would be fantastic if you could become a patron. But if not, just subscribe and leave me a like. That'd be brilliant. And also let me know what you think. I'm flying a bit blind here. Although I've had some nice comments, I've got to admit. I've had some lovely comments from a few people, which is very, very kind of them. And I've got 10 subscribers, but I do think that some of my family have done that. They've just been very kind. Okay. Yeah, quite like the horns. What kind of neck shall I give him? Oh, I tell you what, I could do that with a neck. Yeah. It's a bit better. Yeah, I prefer. Okay. Don't want to give him pupils, because if I give him pupils it cutens him up too much. Give him nostrils though. Okay. I quite like that one. I might ink that one up. See how I get on. Metaphorically speaking. Okay, spot the movie reference. Metaphorically speaking. Okay. Yeah. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes when I go to the ink and I put the ink down and I don't like it, it does something to the drawing for some reason, the ink. What looked okay in pencil, once it's inked up, looks naff. Not always, not always. Okay, let's give him some horns. Yeah. Like a big giant bull that's gone on the rampage. that's better than that one, I think. Definitely. You may disagree. I've got 2 daughters and a wife, and I'm wondering, is it every bloke that once they get to a certain age, like 16, 19, you become the butt of all their jokes, and also the butt of all their complaining and moaning? It's Daddy's fault, he's probably gone and put it away somewhere. I don't know if that's just me. I tell you, I get picked on nowadays. They're really mean at times. They don't mean to be. They're not mean. Just they like to make Daddy feel a bit daft. But then again, I think that's why you're there. Right. So that is going to go there. Ooh, it's a big head, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Ooh. Look. Okay, let's rip out the pencil. The reason I'm holding the paper like that is I'm stretching the paper so it doesn't do this and you ruin your eyes. I think I've shown you that before, I'm not sure. I realise there's, artists out there which are far, far superior. Well, most artists are. I'm not that good. I'm alright, I suppose. I hope some kids, get inspired to draw. Just don't worry about what it is. Just have a go. It's good fun. And practice. Practice. Now that was a mistake there. See, I actually caught the paper there by accident. But I don't know. I ruined it now. No, I don't think so. Oh, it looks alright. Self-doubt. Okay. Just to put a bit of shading on it. Right, let's put a bit of... You don't want these perfectly smooth, you want them to look like they've been in the wars, and he's used them as weapons. They've been very, very naughty. Okay, let's just give him some spots. It is an alien after all. Now then, the next thing is to cut it out. So I got these on Amazon. I think these are about £3.50, £3.40 for 10 blades. Now if you're a kid you're not going to be allowed to buy these. But you could get your mum and dad to do it for you, to cut it out, I suppose. But this is old tech stuff, this is not. Oh dear, I'm really bodying that up. I'm trying to do it too close. So if I go around the outside slightly more and leave a little bit of white, it's a lot easier, and I can put that back in with pencil. Oh, with pen, sorry, not pencil. If you notice, I'm turning the paper and not my hand. Which is a bit weird. If I get to there, I turn the paper and then pull back on the knife, and then again, and then without lifting the knife off the paper at all. Don't know whether it's a good thing or not. It works for me. Now I'm moving my hand. Ooh. Oh, I say. He's moved his head. Oh. Ooh. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll cut that off there. There you go. Now then. Do this little bit in the middle. Ooh, watch your fingers. That's just got a tendency to crease the paper because it's only a small piece of paper now. So you've got to be careful you don't pull too hard, or you could end up twisting the paper and ruining it, which has happened to me very often. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, there you go. One alien bull's noggin. Right then, let's see if it fits on here. Yeah, that's better than it was. I prefer that. Isn't that funny? So how many drawings was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It was about the fourth one along. It might, you know, take you a bit longer. I don't know. There's a bit of the old mouth there, but if you use these Posca pens, you can white that out, white these bits out, get your pen and blend this back in. But the next bit is a bit of glue. Just Bostik blue stick, or what do they call it? Glue sticks. Yeah, I think so. You can buy these cheap for I think it's about £1 or so for 2, or from Hobbycraft, or anywhere really. Just turn that upside down. I understand this is, you know, adults might be looking at this going, what's this idiot talking about? Kids might be liking it though. Kids might think, oh, I can have a go at that. I won't throw that drawing out just because I did that one little bit wrong. I think I might have a little fix on it. And this is quite good fun actually. So, put your glue away. Now then, you want to place it carefully. Like that, or something like that. Gently put those down, and then get a piece of paper, hopefully without the glue on it, that side there, and just, because if you do that on the paper itself where the drawing is, you could get a tendency to rub it off the actual page and it break it and everything. So if you do it this way, there you go. There you go. It looks a bit better. It looks a bit more menacing, I got to admit. Now, whose side is he on? Is he on her side or his side? We don't know. Got a Posca pen now. Now, if you're thinking that paper's a different colour to this paper, you're absolutely right. It is. But when you watercolour it in paper, that you won't notice. You won't notice. White out these lines. A little spot there. A little bit there. Oh, I tell you what, I'll give him some more white in his eyes, I think. Hello, Mr. Monster. I thought about doing this last night. I was in bed. I don't sleep very well, So I thought, oh, you know what I could do? I could actually fix a drawing, show you how I do it, and then see it's a totally different drawing to what it was. So yeah, it's better to, yes, I think it's better anyway than it was before. I didn't like the face before, but you get a bit of pen now and then 0.2, and you can just put these little bits of cross hatching back in to blend it together, kind of thing, if you can. You know, people don't class this as art; they just class this as illustration work. Illustrators are not real artists, so the elitists say it's not real art, Chris. It's just mucking around. See, there's a circle there. I can just take that one around. That a bit more. There you go. See? He's all fixed. He's a bit better than he was. He's not brilliant, but better than what he was originally. So you can paint that now, and it'll be fine. Yeah, there you go. And that's how I fix my drawings if I don't like them. There are other ones I can do. Where is it? I'm sure there's another one somewhere. Oh yeah, there's this here. I did the leg alright that side, but that side I've absolutely butchered the leg, so I'm thinking of putting another piece in here. Exactly the same process, just find out what the size is, try and measure it, trace it out if you can. I've got a light box, you see, I can do it on a light box, which makes it a lot easier, but you might not have one of those. But anyway, yeah, that needs fixing there, so I'm going to do the same for him. But there you go. Yeah, I'm more happy with that than the original one. So hopefully it's given you an idea how you can fix a drawing that you're happy with generally, and there's a little bit of it you're not happy with, and you think, oh, that's ruined the drawing, that has, because I feel like that all the time. And there you go. You can fix it. So I hope it's helped.
Illustrator Jones just wanted to say a huge thank you to Duck on Meth for becoming the very first Patreon. Anyone who would like to support Illustrator Jones on Patreon, please join, and you too can have your name called out and put on the screen. Thank you for your support.